Body image issues, check. Put a finger down if... Yeah, you guys know how this game works. Put a finger down if you spend too much time worrying about your image. If every time you walk past a mirror or a glass door or any slightly reflective surface, you check yourself out and you spend too much time thinking about it. Yeah, that's me. Put a finger down if you are worried that your entire social status is dependent on how you look. If you're worried that you'll either be loved or rejected based on your appearance, that's me. Put a finger down if every time you eat something, you think about how it's going to affect your appearance. I've got issues. Put a finger down if you start working out or dieting before beach vespers. Come on, honestly, I do. I know you guys do. Like that's beach vespers is stressful. Put a finger down if you are more concerned with what you wear to church than who you are at church. Oh, I'm out of fingers. Jesus, in Matthew chapter 6, he's preaching there. It's the Sermon on the Mount. And he looks at all of his followers, thousands of people there, and he says to them, don't worry. And then he goes on to speak about the things that he knows that they worry about the most. He says, listen, don't worry about what you're going to eat or drink or your body or what you're going to wear, okay? Because your life, your value is so much more important than these three things, okay? I mean, when Jesus talks about that, don't worry about the food, don't worry about your body, don't worry about your clothes. I gotta admit, I worry about those things a lot. I worry about my food, I worry about my body, I worry about my clothing. Jesus comes and he says, listen, first of all, don't worry about your food. God will provide for you what you truly need. Have you seen the birds? You see them like flying around, Jesus says? Like they don't have supermarkets, they don't reap, they don't sow, they don't farm, and yet God provides for them. You are worth so much more than the birds, okay? So don't worry about your food. And then Jesus says, listen, don't worry. And this is a direct quote. He says, don't worry about the clothes you wear, okay? He says, listen, you know Solomon, richest dude who ever lived. With all of that money, he should have looked pretty good. But listen, even Solomon, he didn't look as good as the flowers in the fields. And yet I clothe the flowers in the field, and I will take care of you as well. I will care for how you look. So you don't have to keep saying these things. You don't have to keep worrying about your food or your body, your appearance. Jesus says, listen, it's the pagans who run after these things. It's those without faith. It's the godless who are consumed with worry about these things. Jesus says, listen, I know what you need. Your heavenly Father knows what you need. So instead of worrying about these things, just let God take care of them. And instead of worrying about your appearance, about your body, about the food that you eat, Jesus says, just seek God's kingdom and righteousness first. And all of these other things, God will take care of them and they will be added to you. So finger down. Let's try it this way. Finger down if you worry about righteousness. Finger down if you spend too much time each day thinking about justice and goodness and systems and equality in this world. Put a finger down if you're worried about inequality, if you're worried about the poor, if you're worried about the sick, if you're worried about the needy. Put a finger down if you want to know more of God's grace and share more of God's grace. Put a finger down if you want to learn how to forgive others as they have sinned against you, and also to ask for forgiveness as you sin against others. Put a finger down if you're more concerned with the righteousness that the church is being tasked to do in this world than how you look when you rock up to church. Jesus says, listen, your food, your body, your clothing, don't worry about it. God will take care of those things. Instead, seek his kingdom first. Worry about righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you. I hope that gives you peace. And talk soon.